Now is the absolute worst time to sell. You held on for this very moment. You held on for the breakout. You held on for the institutional money. You held on for the HBAR ETF. You held on for the revolution. Don't let your patience be rewarded with regret. August 26, 2025. Mark that date, because on that day, something monumental is set to happen to Hedera HBAR. Something the charts are screaming about, something the institutions are quietly preparing for. The charts are pointing to a massive, undeniable breakout. I'm going to show you exactly why this date matters and why a price of 41.5 cents isn't just a fantasy, it's a mathematical inevitability. This is your warning shot. This isn't just a HBAR price prediction. This is your chance to understand the 1-2 punch of technical and fundamental analysis that could change your financial future. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. Over the next 8 minutes, we are going to dive deep into a story that is being whispered in the boardrooms of Wall Street and etched into the price charts of HBAR. I will pull back the curtain and reveal the 3 core reasons why this move is not just likely, but probable. 1. The chart signal. We'll decode the hidden messages in the Hedera charts, showing you the exact pattern that points to a dramatic move and the specific date it's set to happen. 2. The institutional catalyst. You'll discover the breaking news that just gave Hedera the fuel it needs, connecting it to trillions of dollars of stocks and commodities. 3. The silent accumulation will reveal a hidden metric that proves smart money isn't just waiting, they're already buying while everyone else is distracted. By the end of this video, you will have a complete understanding of why this isn't a speculative gamble, but a strategic move. This isn't your average HBAR price prediction. This is a roadmap. Let's get right to the charts. For over a month, since July 18th, Hedera has been coiling up, forming what technical analysts call a bullish pennant or a symmetrical triangle. Think of this pattern like a massive slingshot being pulled back, building energy. Every day, the price range gets tighter and tighter, compressing all of that volatility into a single point. You can see it right here on the daily chart. The converging lines are like 2 walls getting closer and closer, forcing the price into a single direction. And where do these lines meet? They converge on a single powerful date, August 26th. Now, this doesn't mean it will happen on that exact minute, but it's the statistical epicenter of the breakout. But charts are just one half of the story. What is the fundamental, real-world news that is giving Hedera the rocket fuel it needs to break out of this pattern? The fundamental catalyst is a massive game-changing partnership. The Hedera Foundation has just collaborated with Swarm Markets to launch tokenized stocks like Apple, Tesla, and even commodities like gold directly on the network. But this isn't like the paper gold of the past. These tokens are one-to-one backed by real shares held in institutional-grade custody. This is a seismic shift. For the first time, you can have a digital representation of a multi-trillion-dollar company on a public ledger. And thanks to Hedera's lightning-fast speed and low fees, these assets can be traded and moved instantly, bypassing the old, slow T+2 settlement processes. This is like upgrading from a horse and buggy to a supersonic jet. But here's the most important part for you, the investor. This is a regulatory breakthrough. What crucial detail about this partnership makes it an absolute non-starter for the SEC and opens the door to a future HBAR ETF? While many crypto projects are lost in a regulatory storm, Swarm's partnership with Hedera is a masterclass in compliance. They are operating under approved EU prospectus regulations, making these tokenized stocks a clean, legally sound asset. This isn't some wild, unregulated gamble. This is traditional finance building on a public ledger. And why is this so important? Because it proves that Hedera can handle regulated real-world assets. It gives Wall Street and the SEC the blueprint they need to get comfortable with crypto. This is the exact kind of real-world utility and regulatory clarity that institutions and traditional finance demand before they invest. This isn't just about tokenized stocks. It's about paving the way for a future HBAR ETF. The moment a regulated HBAR ETF gets approved, the floodgates of institutional capital could open, sending the price to new heights. But for all this groundbreaking news, why hasn't Hedera's social media activity blown up? What does the quiet sentiment data tell us that the rest of the market is missing? I want you to look at this. The data from Lunar Crush shows a fascinating contradiction. While the number of creators posting about HBAR is relatively low, the total engagements are off the charts. What does this mean? It means a small, dedicated, and very engaged community is paying close attention. It means the hype isn't widespread, but the interest is deep. This is the classic pattern of smart money accumulation. They want the noise, they don't want the hype, they want to accumulate quietly, patiently, while the masses are distracted by the latest meme coin. This data confirms that there is a committed, passionate group of investors who see the value and are taking action, validating the fundamental and technical signals we've already discussed. But the charts have one more secret to reveal, a pattern that in the past led to a 110% rally in a single move. What is this hidden signal, and is it flashing right now? Let's put on another indicator, the Bollinger Bands. What do you see? The bands are getting incredibly tight. For those of you who don't speak chart, think of it like a rubber band being stretched to its absolute limit. You know it's going to snap. It's a classic indicator that a massive move is imminent. And look at the last time this happened. I'm talking about a move that led to a 110% rally. The bands tightened, the market held its breath, and then HBAR exploded. We are seeing that same exact setup right now. The rubber band is stretched, the spring is coiled, and all the forces of technical and fundamental analysis are pointing to the same conclusion. But there's one more layer of analysis that confirms this move isn't just a possibility, it's a high probability event. A final signal that tells us momentum is on the side of the bulls. What is that signal, and how do we know it's a green light for HBR? We've looked at the chart pattern and the volatility. Now let's look at the momentum. Market Cipher B is a powerful tool that helps us understand the flow of capital. Look at the money flow line. It's expanding to the upside, which is exactly what we want to see. This means institutional and smart money is entering the market. Now look at the VWAP, the momentum wave. It's on the verge of breaking above our zero line. When that happens, it's a strong signal that bullish momentum is back in control. We have a bullish pennant, tightening volatility, and now confirming momentum. All three technical signals are aligning. But for all this data, there's a powerful emotional challenge for long-term holders. For those who've been holding HBAR for a year or more, what is the single most important thing you need to remember as this breakout approaches? We have decoded the signals. The charts are screaming. The fundamentals are in place. The institutional money is on the move, and all signs point to a major move originating on or around August 26th. The first target, as measured by the chart pattern, is 41.5 cents. And this move, my friends, is not just a guess. It's a high probability outcome built on the foundation of technical analysis and real-world utility. For many of you, this is a moment of truth. You've been holding HBAR for months, maybe a year or more. You've weathered the storms, ignored the FUD, and stayed the course. And what have you gotten for it? A slow, steady grind. But this is the moment. Now is the absolute worst time to sell. You held on for this very moment. You held on for the breakout. You held on for the institutional money. You held on for the HBAR ETF. You held on for the revolution. Don't let your patience be rewarded with regret. This is the breakout you've been waiting for. This is a generational opportunity. You came here looking for a HBAR price prediction. You leave with a roadmap. You have the charts. You have the fundamentals. You have the understanding. You are no longer guessing. You are an informed investor who now deserves this move. But there is one final piece of this puzzle. The trillions of dollars of stocks we've talked about, we've only scratched the surface. To see the full picture and understand the one real-world asset project that could be the single biggest catalyst for Hedera, click on the video on your screen right now. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.